Hello friends, welcome. Friends, today I teach illustration number 4.7, 4.8 and 4.9. So our first example number 4.7. Galileo in his book Two New Science state that for the elevation which exceed for the fall short of 45 by the equal amount, the range are equal. Prove this statement. Look here. Here one object is moved in projectile motion. So here angle is 45 degree and this is the angle theta, and this angle is 45 minus theta, and this angle theta means total angle of with respect to x is 45 plus theta, means two angles are available. Look here. Suppose R1 and R2 are the range of the projectile particle which are projectile at 45 minus theta and 45 plus theta respectively. So first of all we use the formula for the range. The formula is R is equal to V0 square sine 2 theta 0 upon G. Now we take R is equal to R1. At that time angle between this angle is sine 2 45 minus theta upon G. So 2 is multiply inside. So 45 cross 2 means 90 and 2 cross theta means 2 theta upon G. In maths, student know that formula of sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. But here instead theta, here 2 theta is available. So we can write down V0 square cos 2 theta upon G. This is a importance formula. For biology students, you prepare this formula. Again I repeat, sin 90 minus 2 theta is equal to cos 2 theta. Same way, R2 is equal to, otherwise range of the second particle is denoted by R2. R2 is equal to V0 square sine 2 45 plus theta upon G. Again 2 multiply inside, so 2 multiply 45 means 90 and 2 multiply theta means 2 theta. Again now we have formula sine 90 plus theta is equal to cos 2 theta. So here we can write down V0 square cos 2 theta upon G. Look here, value of R1 and value of R2 both are same. Hence we can say that R1 is equal to R2. Seven 4.7. No, 4.8. A hikar stand on the edge of the cliff 490 meter above the ground and throw a stone horizontally with an initial speed of 15 meter per second. Neglecting air resistance, find the time taken by the stone to reach the ground and the speed with which it hit the ground. Now we take G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. So friends, first of all we consider the origin is chosen as at the edge of the difference, and now we take t is equal to 0 second. the stone is thrown. So now we can write down first of all its formula for the position. xt is equal to x0 plus v0 xt. Here initial position x0 is equal to 0 and v0x is a horizontally velocity, means v0x is equal to 15 meter per second. And for y, t is equal to, we can write down y0 v0 yt plus 1 by 2 ay t square. Here y0 is equal to 0, v0y is equal to 0, ay is equal to, ay means acceleration, is equal to minus g, and its value is fixed, minus 9.8. And yt is equal to, in our question, is minus 490 meter. Stone will strike the ground, means all these values are substituted in this equation. So we get minus 490 is equal to 0 plus 1 by 2 minus 9.8 t square. Okay, 9.8 divided by 2 means we get minus 4.9. And this minus sign both sides are available, so it is cancelled. So we get t square is equal to 490 upon 4.9 means 100. And now we take a root of 100, so we get 10. So our time is 10 seconds. And now we want to find out component of velocity. So Vx is equal to V0x plus axt, but x component of the acceleration is always 0, so we can write down only for Vx is equal to V0x, and Vy is equal to V0y minus ay, but instead ay we can write down here minus g and t as it is. So Vox is equal to 15 meter per second, so Vx is equal to, we get 15. But now we have value of v0y is equal to 0 because initially object is moved horizontally, so its velocity is 0, and here value of g is equal to 9.8 and time is 10. So we get Vy is equal to minus 98. Now we have value of x component and y component of velocity. So now we want to find out total speed. So with the help of this formula, v is equal to under root vx square plus vy square. We substitute the value of vx and vy. So 50 square plus minus 98 square. So 15 square is equal to 225 and 98 square is equal to 9604. So now we take under root 9829. So our answer is 99.14. Means similarly we can write down V is equal to 99 meter per second. Next, illustration number 4.9. A cricket ball is thrown at a speed of 28 meter per second in a direction 30 degree above the horizontal. Calculate first a maximum height, second B, the time taken by the ball to return to the same level, means flying time, and C, the distance from the throw, the point where the ball returned to the same level, means range. So friends, last video we proved it, all this formula. So first formula is maximum height. Maximum height is equal to h is equal to v0 square sine square theta 0 upon 2g. Initially speed v0 is available 28 meter per second and theta is available 30 degree. So all these values are substituted in this formula. G is equal to 9.8. We know that. So 28 square cross sine square 30 cross 2 upon 9.8. Friends, value of sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. So square of sine square 30 means 1 upon 4. Friends, so all value are calculated and we get answer h is equal to 10 meter. So maximum height is 10 meter. Time for flight means TF is equal to V2 V0 sine theta 0 upon G. 2 as it is, V0 is 28 and theta 0 is equal to 30. Sine 30 and upon G. G means 9.8. Value of sine 30 is 1 by 2. Okay. So you calculate. So we get answer my is equal to 2.857. Means similarly we can write down 2.9 second. And last, now we want to find out range. So formula for range is equal to V0 square sine 2 theta 0 upon G. So V0 is equal to 28 whole square sine 30 cross 2 means sine 60 and upon G means 9.8. Value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So friends, you calculate all this value and we get finally answer 69.28 meter. Means similarly we can write down 69 meter. Friends, all these examples are very useful and very important. You write and prepare it.